Hey everybody, Matthew here. I hope everybody had an amazing New Year's. And obviously right now is the time that everybody likes to make their New Year's resolutions. So if you haven't made yours yet, or if you already have, well, this video is really going to help you come up with what you want to do in the 2019 and how to do it. Now, this is all based off of Sam Evans' video right here, Tools to Plan for the New Year. It's a 1 hour long video, so I just wanted to put in my input on it because it's such an incredible system to planning the year and even planning like a decent majority of your life and the goals that you want to achieve in your life. So I really wanted to make a video about it, especially because I've always been somebody who's always tried to become organized, but somebody who's always failed at it. But I never really failed at it because I always kept trying. But anyway, this video really did change the way I look at it and has really given me a really great system that I can follow and exactly how to use it. So right here, I'm just going to summarize it. If you guys want to go watch the whole video, definitely go click on the link below. You can go watch Sam Evans' video. Otherwise, we can just stick here and just talk about how I like to do it. So also, it doesn't matter if you guys are watching this after 2019 or in the middle of 2019. Every day is a new year. It can be your new year. So if you want to start doing something today, start doing it today. Don't wait till December 31st, right? It's just the way things happen to be. It's kind of like a fresh start, but you can make a fresh start any other day. It's an arbitrary number, and that's the beauty about e-commerce. Like, I forget about what day it is now because I don't care if it's a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. I work from home. I don't give a fuck. So just disconnect yourself from those kind of societal norms. They're not important anymore. If you want it to be a new year and you want to make a New Year's resolution, go ahead and do it. You don't need to wait for December to start doing something. So yeah, just start any other day. Now, so basically the first thing we're going to start off with is by making a vision, mission, and principle statement. So we want to figure out for our goal, or for at least us or our business, what we want our business to be all about. So if we're talking about Shopify dropshipping, and you have a store about making IQ puzzles for kids, well, let's just move on with that and we'll talk about it. So the important thing is that we want to know our company's vision, mission, and principle statement, because this is going to help us in the toughest of times, and it's going to help us in the mornings get us out of bed and know that we're working towards something bigger, because every human at the end of the day wants something bigger. We don't want money. We don't want material possessions, because as soon as we get those material possessions, we're no longer happy and we want the next thing. Sometimes striving wanting something is better than actually getting it. That's just the way it works. Some girls and guys, it's all about the chase. I'm definitely guilty of that kind of stuff too, but as you guys know, so you guys got to be happy now, and that starts with setting yourself like a grand goal, something grand to achieve. So if we're talking about that, our problem will be that kids are not playing with enough educational toys, and maybe kids are suffering in IQ, right? Maybe historically, because of the way kids are playing now, they're playing looking at a lot of YouTube videos, stuff like that. I'm talking about infants, right? So instead of their parents playing with them, they might just be being thrown onto an iPad game or something like that. So we want to develop the problem is that exactly that IQ is lagging because infants under the age of 2 tend to be watching too much media and not enough development of their brain, stuff like that, and that vision. We want kids and parents to be able to spend quality time developing their brains with puzzles and stuff like that. So right, these two things right here, the vision and the problem, is going to help us. This is what we really, really want in life. For example, what I really want, my vision, is for everybody who wants to be an entrepreneur to become an entrepreneur. So I want to show them that it's not necessarily Shopify dropshipping, but the point that a 22-year-old can do it, so can you. And you don't need to be fancy. You don't need a venture capitalist or anything like that. It's starting a business can be as simple as you want it to be. It really just takes balls. So that's just one of my visions, for example, my mission. So how do you plan on doing that? By researching and developing the best puzzles for children that are the most enjoyable, while also offering the most IQ benefit. That could be your mission, right? And that kind of stuff is going to help you in the future. Then we're going to look at principles. So principles are fundamental truths or propositions about your foundation, or that are the foundation of your business. So this is going to help you for yourself. So for example, only top quality. So right with an example like that as a principle, when you're talking to your manufacturer and they're like, oh, we might use lead paint, you'll be like, no, only top quality. Or they're like, oh, we use this shittier version of bamboo. Well, because in your principles you say we only want the top quality stuff, you're not going to want to get the cheaper goods from the Chinese manufacturer. You're going to want to get the best stuff because of your principles. So they're going to be a guiding, like a foundation, a set of rules, or you can even think about it as the laws of society. So you're not allowed to murder. That's a principle of society. Like, most people do not murder. And if they break the principles, obviously they get punished. And you'll be punished too if you break your own principles. It's like cognitive dissonance or some shit like that, okay? Now, let's go take an example. For example, let's like look at Tesla here. So the problem, gasoline cars are polluting Earth and electric cars have compromises. So that's true. So like the, what was the car? The Toyota Prius looks like shit. Nobody wants to buy it. To create the most compelling car of the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric. So that's definitely something that Elon Musk envisioned. Well, actually he's not the founder, but the original founders probably wanted that, and Elon Musk agrees with them, I guess. So to accelerate by making the world's most exciting electric car. So that's definitely something that they've done, right? Everybody loves the Model X, the Model S, everybody loves it, right? Model C even, or Model 3, sorry. Principles, move fast, do the impossible, constantly innovate, think like owners. We are all in. So that's something that's true, right? So that's a principle. Like when they were suffering in like 2013, they were about to go bankrupt, and Elon Musk put his own money in. It was like a real liability. He put in his own very money. Or when he got his loan from the Department of Energy, I think it was. He got a loan of like 500 million, and stuff like that. He went all in. He put in every single dollar. He was totally broke because of Tesla. So he was all in, and as you can see, those principles, by sticking to those principles, he ended up succeeding tremendously. Tesla is a fucking global phenomenon, and one of the most like incredible stories of American car manufacturing. So that's your vision, mission, principles. So you can, before you do this, obviously go ahead and write like 5 goals for your year that you want to do, or maybe after this, and really try to tie them in with your vision, your mission, and stuff like that. So for example, sell $100,000 worth of revenue so that we can go and invest in manufacturing of our own unique product, right? Something like that. So if your goal is to build up that kind of like chain store, you can go do that, okay? The next thing is going to be our war map. So obviously, this is going to be more of law of attraction stuff, whereas your war map is going to be law of action. So what actions are we going to take to succeed? So here, as you can see, I've highlighted this, and I've already given it in the legend pooing. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be pooing. But in reality, we want to do things like, okay, so here, what we're going to do is, Shopify. So building Shopify store, for example, okay? I'm not even going to bother spelling it right. Who cares? So this is not mine. So we're going to do that. Build Shopify store. Here, we're going to do, learning Facebook ads. And then here, what we're going to be doing here, for example, we can just do like marketing and testing. All right, so this is so annoying. Or we can do something like that. And obviously, these are just going to be the main goals of the day. You don't actually have to follow this strictly to this. It's not the only thing you're going to be doing is building a Shopify store. You'll probably be watching videos on how to do it, all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do now is, again, with this whole process, as we're moving left to right on my dashboard right here, we're actually moving down into how much into the exact task that we're going to be doing. So from like a macro level to a micro level. So if we move down here to January, as you can see, right here, we just write down the things that we're going to be doing. So I've already filmed this video and the webcam failed. It's really annoying, but whatever, what can you do? So for example, if we write poop in the morning and we do it right away, we wake up poop, you can go strike that through. Now that's really important to do because it releases dopamine in the brain that you succeeded. Now, if you fail at something or at least don't finish it for the day, what you're going to do is move it forward and put it in red. Now, what else I've done is I've shown you guys how you can do your Facebook ads here or your Google ads, any kind of ads you want to do. It doesn't matter. You can do anything here. So for example, on Wednesday, so as I said, I recommend like a 48-hour window to test ads. You should probably do more, but in general, 48 hours should be enough. And what you're going to do is make and launch ads. So on Wednesday, you're just going to make and launch the ads. Now on Thursday, those ads are still testing, but what you can do here is find the products and make the ads. And on Friday, we are going to analyze ads, oh my God. Analyze ads, keep or kill. And then what we're also going to be doing is launching the new ads. So, if they're good, we can keep them, and then we can just launch new ones because they're profitable. So who cares? Launch more ads. But, we just keep this cycle going. And here we can do, well, actually we don't have to. So here, again, so it's a 48-hour window. And here we can do create more ads. So this is going to be like the most regimented, most scientific way of keeping everything running smoothly with your Shopify store. So you're constantly adding new products, you're constantly launching new products, you're constantly testing. The most important part about succeeding on Shopify. So we keep doing that. And this is why this is a very powerful tool. And on top of all that, you can just write down, the other stuff you need to do. And here in the notes, you can go ahead and write like, I don't know, kiss a girl. Like that could be like the main milestone for the month. I don't know. So yeah, that could be it. Whatever you want to do. And then here, this is going to be the final tool that we have. And actually Sam offers one more tool, but I'm not really going to do it. So again, you guys can go watch the video and figure out what that tool is. But yeah, so, and by the way, guys, to download all of these things, the link is down below. Just go on his website and everything is very easy to figure out. Very, very easy. And to actually do it, so what you're going to want to do, let me just show you guys. So the ones that you get from his website are view only. So what you're going to do is just click here, make a copy, okay? So file, make a copy, and then you can go edit that one and save it to your own Google Drive. So as you can see, I have my own Google Drive right here. And that's where I keep Life Mastery. That's where I keep all my documents. So here, this is going to be your reach, impact, confidence, effort. So this is going to be how we prioritize the projects that we're working on. So if you want to play a musical instrument, make a Shopify store, and build a bathtub in your bedroom, right? So those are your 3 projects for the year. So obviously, the reach for learning an instrument is going to be, let's say, 5 people. So you're like your family, okay? The people who live in your house, the people, like your best friends, your friends who you're going to play the instrument from. Your chances are it's going to be like 5. Okay, impact is going to be like 1. And you can actually get how to write down this stuff objectively all here. Just hover over it so you can figure out, what an impact to. So an impact to means it's going to have a high impact. But in reality, learning a musical instrument is not, and building a bathtub is not going to have a high impact either, except for the girls you bring home or whatever, the guys you bring home. So not going to be a huge impact on that stuff. But a Shopify store, on the other hand, will be like 200 people in a quarter. That's like super easy to get, like super easy. If you have like $100, you should be able to get like 200 people to your store. The impact will be huge, and your confidence might be the lowest on it though, right? And the effort is going to be pretty high, right, compared to the other stuff. But here, what we're going to be able to do is see that the most important thing we should be doing is a new webinar out of these things, right? Because a webinar obviously brings in a lot of sales, brings in a lot of hot leads, and gives you a lot of people to market to. So it's really important to do that stuff too. And as you know, you're probably really bad at prioritizing, just like me. For example, when I was in school and I have to go write an essay, I'd be like, ooh, I'm going to clean my room before I write my essay. My room has to be perfect. So that right there is just an example of terrible priorities. My exam is due tomorrow and my room does not need to be clean. Does not need to be spotless, that is. I don't have to clean my desk and stuff like that. So if my room isn't clean, I can't do my essay. And that's just like a very false prioritization scheme. And something like Rice will help you deal with that. So that's really it. And that's a very, very short kind of summary of what Sam Evans said. And obviously there's a lot more philosophy in his video, but I didn't really want to go into that because you guys might not care. But a system like this is very powerful, and it's something you should definitely consider using for this new year. Now, on top of this, guys, I really recommend, obviously I've talked about this before, getting yourself some kind of notebook. This one was like $9, but you can also buy like a 65-cent Hilroy notebook that you can write your goals in and write things that you're grateful for. That stuff helps. I believe like gratitude is really important, and that's why I think some of my political ideas kind of come from that. But anyway, guys, you should definitely think about writing your goals as well, keeping yourself really focused on that kind of stuff. And once you're done doing your vision, mission, principles, you can go ahead and just print out a sheet like this and then go frame it and then have it on top of your desk somewhere that you look at every morning. And then that way, again, repetition, that's why writing your goals, repetition, seeing the same thing over and over again really does implant things into your mind. So that's why it's important to do that stuff. Again, I still haven't even finished my vision, mission, and principles. I change it like almost every day. It's not something easy. This is not easy. This is something that you probably will procrastinate with. That's okay. Message me. Let's talk about it. I'm happy to help any of you guys. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Peace.